This episode was nonstop jealousy and comedy, which was so adorable. Min Kyeong is continuing to be the MVP of this drama, and just seeing her character development of seeing Hwi-O as this strange, angry guy, always being paranoid, to now seeing him in a different light. Um, I think it's pretty obvious that Hwi-O may see her in the same way. There were hints, especially in that one scene, in this episode, in that one scene at the park where he was teaching her how to fight, with the back hug. He enjoyed it. He did. And even though it's not as obvious as Min Kyeong right now, but just give it time, it'll be there, and these two will be pretty much on the same boat and wanting to be together. So at the beginning of the episode, we're on the elevator. Min Kyeong, she's paranoid a bit. I mean, when you see a guy in a helmet just standing there, not doing anything, you're gonna be suspicious, and both of them were suspicious, especially when they got out of the elevator and the helmet guy was continuing to follow them. But then out of nowhere, he puts on a cape and some sort of horn, I guess. It's pretty much the extra stuff that you would see in like Power Rangers or any other superhero show, that they would have like an icon right there. Turns out he has kids. He's married, and when he got to his place, he was like Ladle Man, and he was pretty much playing a superhero for his kids, so he wasn't really suspicious at all. And then we get to the park scene. This is where Hwi-O decided to teach Min Kyeong how to defend herself, since she's always paranoid. And it was so hilarious, especially with the poke bam part. Hwi-O almost getting hit in the nuts again. And on top of that, when they were running together, it made it look like Hwi-O was chasing after Min Kyeong in a negative way, especially when they were screaming. It didn't make it look good. So right after Min Kyeong continued to run, she looked back and figuring out, oh, where's Hwi-O? Hwi-O was trying to convince the other people who were angry at him why he was chasing her, even though he wasn't, and he was just trying to explain to them. And he even called out to Min Kyeong. Well, he didn't really call her name. He just called her the unit that she lived in, Unit 506, which was so hilarious. And then right after the explanation was done, he continued on to chasing her, and it looked like Min Kyeong liked being chased, if you know what I mean. And then at the convenience store, Soo Hyeon gave Hwi-O a box of chocolate hearts, which made Min Kyeong a little bit jealous, and especially when they were outside eating ice cream and talking, she was sitting between them as they were talking to each other. Yo, the jealousy just keeps continuing, and I love it. It's so adorable. But it doesn't stop there. The last jealousy was when Hwi-O was talking to the guy who dressed as a woman. They were just talking, they were just having a nice conversation, and then Min Kyeong was outside walking her dog. The guy who dressed as a woman realized that she was getting jealous, so he continued just walking right past her, and that made Min Kyeong a little bit more jealous. And eventually she called Hwi-O a playboy, with the part-timer at the convenience store, with Min Kyeong herself, with the guy who dressed as a woman. And what's also funny, her dog is the same thing too. When there was a female jogger, she pet the dog, and then the dog wanted to go with the jogger, which is so everything was just comedy after comedy, jealousy after jealousy. But I have to say that the two most suspicious part about this episode, one, when Hwi-O was talking to the other cop, he was thinking, how come the headquarters always get involved every time we go after Yang? Yeah, that's pretty suspicious. And the only thing that I could think of is, we got some dirty cops in the department. And I think that's the obvious answer. I mean, this drama does have a little bit of, I guess, crime in it, but it's not really too in-depth into that. It's mostly just comedy and romance. But yeah, we got some dirty cops. And then the last suspicious thing was the last scene, where there was a mystery guy on the other side of the door at Min Kyeong's place. And then that was the end of the episode. I'm liking Min Kyeong's character development. Well, it's not an entire one. It's just her seeing one guy in a different way, but still, it's always funny because just seeing how she would react when she wants to be around him and then how she would react when other girls are around him, which is so funny. It's always funny to see jealousy in dramas, so it's pretty good. And yeah, that's the gist of the episode and my review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.